In this presentation, or in this series, we will introduce the following topics. We'll introduce the Weblogic integration framework, and then we will go to how create a connection board and how we gonna use it inside our application, how we can connect to databases. After that, we will create a simple business process and test it and debug it and see how the output will appear and how we can use the web service inputs and see the steps being executed. After that, we will create some web services and give some idea how to use these web services controls inside our business process. And finally, we'll try to use an external web service that we don't have any details about it except the widget, which is really what we need, and it will be sufficient. And we use it. We'll use the weather web service. We just will download the widget and we'll try to use it in our business process. And for other web services, it will gonna have the same type. In our presentation, we are not going to present any issue regarding the security of communicating between web services, and this will be discussed in later. This is Weblogic workshop, the IDE tool for developing an integration projects under Weblogic frameworks. We will create for our work a new application that's with type of integration and process. We are going to build the business process. This is the path where we store our project. This is the name. We prefer no spaces in the name of the project. Let's say business process 1. It's important, by default the Weblogic will create for us these folders. In these folders we're gonna drill down here and see the processes there where we'll do our main work, and we can create as much as we need subfolders just for organizing our work. It's not related to any technical issue except for organizing the work and storing the files. Also, it's important to say that the project must be based on integration server, not workshop or portal, because the packages and the framework is different. Let's take a look about starting and stopping server. Here, when we have this green, that means the server is running, the web server or the application server is running, and when it's red, that means it's stopped. If we want to change the status, just we right click on this, either we stop it if it started and vice versa. To be able to access the web application for our site, we go here, tools, Weblogic Weblogic server, then we go to Weblogic console. Once we clicked on that, we will have the web page. Here the default password, username and password are Weblogic and Weblogic. From here we can manage our server configuration for this. All what we need, we will come to that in the JDBC connection polling, and we will cover this in the next part. Now we're going back to the IDE tool. Here it's worth to know that when we creating business process file, in the left side here predefined nodes, we can drag them and drop them into our process. Like for any process, we need an start process, the initiator of the process. Let's say I want this process to be started upon client request. I just drag it here and name it. I can leave that as the name. It's just for description on the screen and for the readability. Here we double click on that and we see in the client request what's the general settings, normally what's the attributes we need from the client to send for us to use this business process. here is an important one. What we are going to add here after deploying this business process, it will be in the WSDL, the WSDL file, as an input for calling this business process as web service. For us now, we just create these attributes and use them when we are going to test this business process.